How long have you played Wrestling Empire? Most of you might say since the beginning. Me too. But does that make you a pro? How well do you know this game? Don't answer that question yet, cause by the end of this video, I've reviewed to you 10 tips and tricks you never knew in Wrestling Empire. At number 10, we have doctors. Did you know the word doctor is a special word in Wrestling Empire? If you play the game long enough, you should know this guy. Well, whatever his name is, it starts with the word doctor. The doctor plays a key role in Wrestling Empire as the human first aid kit. That being said, if you have the editor mode unlocked, you can make as much doctors as you can. Just type in the name doctor right next to their names, just in case something happens to this one. Painkillers. What if you end up banged up from a beatdown right before your match, and you obviously know you're never gonna recover in time for your match? This is where I explain the use of doctors in the game. If you find yourself in said situation, quickly run to the hospital and simply ask them for some painkillers. It's gonna cost a lot, but your health is gonna be restored in microseconds. 8. Backing up rosters. I recently just found out that you could back up your rosters in Wrestling Empire. Let me explain what this means. When you back up rosters, you automatically save a copy of the entire roster. That is, every character, every costume, every moveset, every champion, you name it. Whenever something happens to your game, or maybe you just got fired, or even died, you can just come back here and click Restore Backup, and your roster is back to the same way you saved it. Note that this is nothing like time travel. Your match calendar will not be affected. Number 7. Staying sane. If you've ever played Wrestling Empire long enough, you can tell that every NPC is in fact insane, and sometimes your character is one of them. So whenever you have these mental breakdowns or crash outs, you tend to destroy everything and everyone around you. Here are 2 tips to stay sane. I almost forgot. You see this meter over here? This is the measure of how sane or insane your character is. So if you don't have any sanity at all, you crash out. If you have full sanity, well, that's your adrenaline. The first tip is changing the music at the bar. When you switch the songs at the bar, this meter we talked about increases. The second tip is making love, otherwise kissing. Doing this as well helps you stay sane. At number 6, we have friend the ref. This is kind of cheating, but I'll tell you anyways. Every promotion has at least one referee, and sometimes they are fair, and other times they are just...
1, 2, there's 2 now! It doesn't matter!
Here's a trick that will make sure you don't lose another match. First of all, you're gonna go backstage and approach that referee and ask them whether or not you can be friends. Chances are they're gonna reject your proposal. Hold up, don't crash out yet. You could try offering them something useful like a gift box or a drink. If they compliment you, then you're on the right track to friending a ref, and soon enough you'll be winning a ton of your matches. At number 5, we have 1, 2, 3. If you've been watching my videos, you'd notice that I switch attires mid-match, and you probably wonder, how does he do that? Well, this only works on PC, and all you need to do is press 1 on your keyboard to switch to your wrestling gear, and 2 to switch to your casual attire, and then 3 to referee's attire. At number 4, we have booking career. I don't know if anyone still plays this part of Wrestling Empire, but I do, sometimes. And I hope the person watching this video still plays it, because they need to know this. A normal TV taping is made up of 3 undercards, 2 midcards, and 1 main event. When booking an undercard match, you should go with wrestlers with less popularities versus wrestlers with average or maybe high popularity. but you might want to save your very popular wrestlers for the main event or the mid card. That's for the undercard. For the mid card, you'd want to add a title match like the Inter Championship, Tag Championship, Women's Championship, anything but the world title. Or you could just do two very popular wrestlers against each other. For the main event, you need to take this booking very serious because this card matters most. For the perfect main event, you want to put the world champion against a very popular wrestler. These are the facts. Here's the trick. For every match you're gonna book, you have to get at least 3 stars and 4 stars for the main event for a good rating. So when playing your booked matches, you'd want to hit as much finishers as you can to get the stars up, and to get your adrenaline up as much times as possible, you can spam the grapple on your opponents. This increases the meter we talked about earlier in this video. Follow these booking career tips and watch the ratings of your promotion head to the top. Before we get to the last 3, I'm pretty sure you've learned something from this video so far, and I ask that you hit that like button, punch that subscribe button, and if you've already subscribed, then do this so you don't miss any of my videos. It's the least you could do for me anyways. At number 3, we have the LIONSAULT. I know a lot of you may know how to execute this move properly, but I recently just found out. And for those who don't know how to do this, listen up. To execute this move, you need to have your flying attack as the moonsault, and of course you need a high skill and agility rate. I would say above 75% for each. Once you've gotten all this, you can now hit this move by heading to the top rope while your opponent is standing or kneeling, and then press A, and while you're still mid-air, immediately press or hold G, and there you go. You need to be fast in doing all this or you're just gonna flop it. At number 2, we have windows. You may not be able to throw paper through windows in Wrestling Empire, but these windows can be used as a weapon and can be serious damage to your opponents. And we are down to the last but not the least, and I'm handing the mic over to you. Yes, you watching. Comment down one last tip or trick in Wrestling Empire that you think I don't know of. And that's a wrap. I hope you learned a lot from watching this video, and if you want to know 10 hidden secrets in Wrestling Empire, tap the video on your screen and I'll tell you all of them.